long stretch of not playing, exams, and a team that was a dangerous schedule, obviously, for a lot of reasons, and they just showed all of us. They just shot 73 shots, 25 offensive rebounds, had 15 offensive rebounds at the half. They really move it. They do a great job. They're going to win a bunch of games this season, and we were very fortunate.
Last 7 or 8 minutes, I mean, it could have been either team's game.
Yeah.
What did you see that allowed you guys to win this one?
I thought Jabri hit a huge shot and one. Justin Hill made a big floater in the paint. Nothing came easy really for either team offensively. And we collected just a few stops. I thought our defensive rebounding in the last 10 or 12 minutes compared to the first 30 was a big factor.
I know you guys have been practicing obviously a lot leading up to the game, but how much of an effect did the layoff you think have in the first half of the play?
It probably affected both teams. They had a layoff too.
True.
I just thought they came in here hungry and aggressive and confident, and Benham was terrific from the jump, just hitting shots, from deep, again with confidence, with hardly any room. We fouled 2 threes, got them to the line. They beat us to a lot of their offensive rebounds where we could have had them. We're right. They were just quicker to the ball. They played harder than we did in the first 20. I thought, and offensively, they had us in rotations a lot. They really move it and share it, attack closeouts well. Their guards do a good job on the offensive glass in addition. So they're balanced. They're a good team.
What is Mike White? We've heard Kirby Smart audio leaks. Your players make it pretty clear. You motivated him a little bit at halftime about the rebounding. It sounded like.
Oh, is that what they said?
Well, they indicated that you did let them know that the margin in offensive rebounds was something like 12 to 1 or something.
Their offensive rebounds were 15 to our 1. Yeah, that's not a real good recipe in the SEC. So our guys, I thought, really did a good job embracing it and owning it. Again, I thought down the stretch, Noah Thomas and Silas Demery, Jabri, RJ Melendez, I mean, they were in there flying with less regard for their bodies, down the stretch, trying to finish stops with defensive rebounds.
They got a lot of shots, like you mentioned, but I think they only hit like 23% from the field. I mean, what was the key defensively to preventing them from scoring?
Our first shot defense was terrific against, again, a top 60, 70, whatever, the numbers fluctuate every day, type offense in the country. Changing up coverages, I thought helped a little bit. Ball screen coverage, Russell Chua continues to evolve on the perimeter defensively for us. I thought Frank Anselm did a pretty good job there too. RJ Sunahara moved his feet pretty well for us. It was good to see him back out there healthy. Melendez did a good job defensively. They do a lot of stuff too where they make you communicate. They do a lot of stuff where they get a couple guards running at each other, and there's certain things we try to switch, certain things we try not to switch. I thought vocally we were pretty sharp there in the second half especially.
How did you think Sunahara looked as far as stamina, keeping his wind, and that kind of thing?
Pretty good, yeah. I thought he looked pretty good. He's always a guy that's going to play within himself offensively, and fly around, and execute our system, and he played about how I thought he'd play. Yeah, good to have him out there.
Silas continues to fill out the stat sheet, not just points and assists, but rebounds, steals, everything.
Yeah.
What's he doing right now? It's just getting him to be so big for y'all offensively and defensively right there.
I think it starts with his competitiveness, his composure too, his maturity for a kid at his age are pretty unique. But in this one, at the end of this game, I go back to the way we started the second half, and it was his defensive intensity and effort that I thought got us going in the second 20.
Well, what was there a specific moment with that?
Yeah, I want to say he had a near steal. He'd go on the floor if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they ended up coming up with it, but then he forced a 10-second count. He was just up in guys, and he led by example as a true freshman for us.
What did you see from RJ Melendez in that second half?
Might have been his best game. I mean, 11 and 7, plus 12 if I'm not mistaken. Where is he? Plus 12, very efficient, 5 and 9, 1 of 2. did some good things, made some winning plays. I thought RJ Melendez was really good. We talked about some of the big shots. Justin Hill hit a huge shot in the paint, as we talked about. Frank Anselm, I thought, was really good. Really good, you know, with a couple lobs that he caught off a couple really nice passes by our guards.
And how pleased have you been just with the overall contribution of everyone on the team? I mean, I know, you know, you're still able to play a lot of guys now just because you got a lot of guys doing a lot of good things right now.
Yeah, we've got quality depth, and we've got, you know, on different nights, it's been different guys. We have a lot of parity on this roster. We talked about that a lot, you know, in the past, and it's no different now. And it's going to be different guys on different nights. But collectively, pretty consistently, we've been at least decent defensively. We got to continue to get better offensively. And we play this many guys, of course. Sometimes you're a little bit more sporadic offensively because you're not leaning on the same 6 or 7 guys, and roles are a little bit harder to define. But you got to like the effort of some of these guys as they're getting in for a few minutes and getting back out. I thought Blue King was really good defensively, as were some other guys. So, yeah, pleased with the defensive effort.
Mike, how